Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. I'm going to knock my camera over real quick. I thought it'd be a really fun thing just to grab some 20s. I didn't have a lot of loose notes. Sometimes I do from the shop, sometimes I don't. But let's just jump through some $20 notes, see if we find anything fun. I got all these from the ATM, minus this top one I got literally in change for a 50 on the way to work this morning, getting some gas, which was expensive. Anywho, Series 2013 $20 note. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. There we go. Make it easier to see. Somebody couldn't count past 80, so they wrote on the note. Nothing in the serial number. A little bit of repetition, but nothing crazy. Nice little depiction of the White House there on the back. Keep an eye out where they do these repetitive 20s. That is an anti-counterfeiting measure. And actually in this one, you can see the little fibrous materials, the cotton linen mix that makes up bills here in the U.S. Anyhow, keep an eye out around those 20s. Sometimes there's some blurring of ink. Nothing jumping out right there. Another 2013 bill. I'd like to take a look at the serial numbers and the seals, see if there's anything shift-wise or misprints, fancy serial number, stuff like that. Little bit of a press through of ink on the back there. Sometimes if you can make out the actual serial number backwards printed through the back of the note, you can sell those for a few bucks over face value. So like in this case, about maybe 25, 30 bucks, since they're not crazy collectible. Maybe if you hold on to them and they're older notes, they would command a higher value over time. Not sure what's up with that. Number 15. Maybe a prize or something. 15th prize and something. That's not a bad prize, right? 20 bucks. This is not ink used to create the bill, so don't get confused by that. That's just going to be damage, maybe a Sharpie or part of the ink from counter stamping or something like that. Nothing in the serial number, and nothing really jumping out on the back. Another 2013 note. Might be what all these are. I don't know. Like I said, I got them from an ATM. I mean, as you can see, I don't think they're in sequential order, but they're definitely in decent shape coming out of the ATM. Definitely circulated notes, though. I also like to keep an eye around the color-changing ink used on multiple denominations of U.S. currency, as sometimes there's misprints with that portion of the note. I feel like that's regulated a little bit more kind of through quality assurance, since it is like an anti-counterfeiting measure. However, I do see some issues with them. And nothing here. Nice little fold down the middle of it. And I thought we had something up here, but it's a little bit of that press through of that serial number. And not much. Little over ink on that 9. Little heavy, but unless it's really dramatic, you can tell this whole serial number, they kind of just re-inked the rotary dial that does the serial number on this side, not so much on this one. It's a little thicker. 2009, so I was wrong. They actually aren't all 2013 series. Nothing different in design, though, between the 2009 and 2013 series, though. Nothing in that serial number. And good repetition of 2s in the middle, but not enough for me to hold on to. Nice little counter stamp. JB. That could be a couple different banks or institutions. It looks like the remnants of a counter stamp. They just kind of throw a stamp on there at the bank generally when they receive straps of notes to indicate they're receiving them or sending them out. I don't work at a bank. I just know that's kind of how it works. If you're a teller or whatever, maybe give us a little enlightenment on the random stamps you guys throw on stuff or how you mark bills. Maybe it's not stamps all the time. Kind of a quasi double year note, but I like to keep year notes and date notes that are in American history for U.S. currency. This one being like 1367 in the year 1098. That's a super reach. I wouldn't really call that a birthday. It's not a birthday note or a date note. But if it was like December 7th, 1778, that'd be a really good one. Here's like a, speaking of date notes, like 1,000 years in the future date note, May 10th, 3022. So if this one was May 10th, 2022, that would have been actually a pretty good note overall. Sorry about that, like the loudest AC fan just came on. Anyway, nothing on that note. Getting good repetition of a couple digits here and there in these serial numbers, but not enough really to call home about. Nothing worth major value. Nothing there. So nothing too exciting. Would have been nice to have bookends, 6-5 and 6-5 on the end. Now, if it was mixed in the middle, I wouldn't say that's super valuable. But if you have, let's say, like 2-2-4-4 in the middle and then 6-5s on the end, that'd be a good repeater note. Nothing on the last one, really. Couple digits off from a broken ladder. So that would have been cool, but oh well. Nothing there. This one's been wet before, you can tell from all the discoloration at the top of the note. We're getting there, probably like 2/3 of the way through, so stick with me. I won't go too slow here. I got work to get to, or I'm supposed to be working. Kind of hardly working right now. 140 bucks, so somebody got a little bit higher when counting. There's that counter stamp, kind of edge of a counter stamp there. You can see that. That's not going to add any value. It's going to detract from it if it was collectible. More of that kind of double digits. With repeaters, I only really hold on to repetitious digits in the serial number if it's like a trinary note. Little bit of wet ink transfer. Looks almost like a thumbprint, but it's actually ink that either is pressed through from the depiction of Jackson here on the front, or it's from another note that this was stacked atop of that kind of transferred wet ink over to the back of the other note. Nothing on the front there. Nothing on the back. Here we go, a little bit more repetition going on. 7-7-5-5 in the middle. Would have been nice to have 0-2 on the ends. That would have been a good bookend with a repeater in the middle. But in this case, just a good old regular serial number. Nothing there. 2013 series note. Printed a little high on these two here. They normally, this color changing seal with the eagle, as well as this 20, usually sit just slightly lower. Unless they're obscuring another portion of the note, I wouldn't call it collectible. Got ourselves a free little booger or something right there, so that's nice. Move on. Actually, now that before I throw that down, little bit of a miss ink on the word God there. Very small. I would say it's just bleed. You know, with the cotton linen mix, it does eat some of the ink around smaller, intricate letters like these, as well as the 20s. You can see little bleeds in the 20 if you look real close. But that one's pretty prevalent. If it was really blurred, I would hold on to it, but still kind of a small find and kind of cool. 2013 note also. Looks like a 2017 next. Start with the back here. Nothing jumping out from that. And nothing in the serial number on this guy. Be helpful if I held it in the camera, right? And a little bit of damage to the note. Down to the last 5 or 6. So thank you for sticking with me. Make sure you link me to your channels and your coin and bill searches. I follow probably 80 or 100 different channels that I like a lot on a couple different of my YouTube accounts. I have a personal account also that I kind of keep my secrets, as Frodo would say. But I like to follow a lot of the coin stuff over there and kind of silently creep throughout your channels and hit the like button and share them when I can. I want to share the love, right? 2013 series. This one's beat. Highlighter on it, pen on it. Somebody wrote 70 on it, which, okay, I don't know how you got to that, but not what we're looking for. Real beat up. Now we're down to the last 5 or 6. I miscounted earlier. I was kind of guesstimating. 2017 A series. Pretty crisp one overall. By crisp, I mean really beat up. Nothing crazy in this bill search, guys. Not all of them can be winners. I mean, maybe I'll come across something, but I don't see anything on these so far. A little bit more beat up. Losing some of the picture of Jackson there. Last 3. And nothing on this guy. Do the last 2 together. Why not? Keep them in a pair. 2017A and a 2013 series note. Nothing crazy in the top serial numbers, no repeaters, no fancy serial numbers. I don't see any misprints or nothing. Let's look at the back of the note. Looks like discoloration from water damage or just handling, oils from people's fingers, nasty hands, all that kind of stuff. Nothing jumping out, so we'll set that aside. Back side of this guy here. Little bit of a press through, but not enough to, hold on to. On the front, serial number, nothing fancy about it or collectible in my opinion. And no major shifts or ink issues. So, out of all these 20s, we found nada that's collectible. But good thing is I still got, what, $500 or $600 in 20s that all get to go to bills. What a fun life of being an adult, but the great thing is I did, at least for now, end up with the same amount of money I started with. So you can't say that for many hobbies out there. This is one of the greatest hobbies in the world. I love collecting coins and banknotes. Hopefully you had better luck in your searches, so link me to your coin and bill searches or ones that you like to watch that were a little more successful in mine today. And keep in touch for the next video covering rare coins and banknotes to look for, and then of course some more banknote searches. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like and subscribe button and keep being you. There's only one person like you, and that's you. I love it, and I love the love that you guys are sharing for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day.